Hello everyone, welcome to my channel once again. So today's topic is actually a lesson for all ladies, for all family. Please, before I go to today's topic, if you haven't hit the red button to subscribe, what are you waiting for? Subscription is free. Just hit the red button to subscribe and click on the notification bell. That way, anytime I post a video, you get notified. Like this particular one, it's a lesson to everybody. That's why I decided to do this video today, because I've been contemplating if I should do the video or not. My sister actually sent me the video. This happened in real life, like in real life. And seeing this video, listening to the lady and reflecting back on my life, like when I was in university, my best friend character, everything, it just make me start thinking how wicked this world has turned out to be. How heartless people we once call our best friend can turn out to hurt us so badly for no good reason. So this video I am doing, it's just like to create more awareness, because I already know a lot of people already know there are bad things happening all over the world. There is no best friend these days. So this video that I stumbled on, which happened in real life, it happens in UK. So there was these two ladies were best friend. Both of them got married, and one did not have a baby, the other one have 2 children. So along the line, one of the other one that did not have baby, her marriage collapsed. So because they were already friends for a long time, the other one that have children did not take it to be anything. We are friends already, we've known each other for long, so it does not matter if you have a child or your marriage collapse, we are still best of friends. So they still kept on going as best friend. The one that have children will come to this other one. She will explain all her life to her. She will tell her all her details. And because she and her husband is working, the other one that have children, she and her husband is working. And sometimes she will ask her best friend to help her pick the children from school. And the children will stay with her best friend. That's the one that her marriage collapsed, so that have no children. So that one now will now help this other one that have 2 children to take care of those children, maybe 1 hour, 2 hours before she comes back from work, and then she will go and pick the children from her house. So it now got to a point, so they were helping each other like that. That one that have 2 children keep telling this one all her life if she and her husband is planning something. That's why it's good, no matter how you trust a person, always have a limit of what you tell your friends, because you don't know if they are envious of you. And there are friends, for no reason, they will just be jealous. As in, I don't understand. Everybody have different grace, different destiny. Nobody is on competition with anybody. What is the purpose of this jealousy, ruining life, killing innocent souls? It does not make any sense. So back to the topic. This lady that have 2 children, the children started falling sick, as in they started getting sick all the time, to a point that they have to take them to the hospital. They rushed them to the hospital. They did all series of tests, and then they realized that the children are HIV positive. And the woman was surprised. How can her children be HIV positive? Then they did test on the woman, which is the mother of the children. Her own was negative. They call her husband. They did test on the husband. Her husband's own is negative. And they started wondering, how can parents be both negative and the children, 2 children, or the only 2 children that she have in this world are HIV positive? How is that possible? Where could they have contacted it? So they started doing research. They started asking the woman, who are your friends? Who do you visit? Who do you leave these children with when you are not around? Who does these children visit? So they started tracing everybody Then they now trace it down now to that her friend, which was married, her marriage collapsed and she have no children, but sometimes she helped the other one to take care of her 2 children. So when they did HIV test on that one, they realized that that one is HIV positive. And not just is she HIV positive, she purposely made those children to have HIV. As in, I don't know, how can a friend be so wicked? Somebody who confronted you, who see you as a family, who talks with you about everything. It is not her fault that your marriage did not work out. It is not her fault that you don't have children. And if you don't have children, that does not mean you will not have in the future. So why ruin children, innocent children life, just because of you are envious of the parents? What a wicked word. Eh? And you know, when this result now came out, they now realized that her best friend purposely gave her children HIV just to wicked her friend for no reason, no, for no reason. And then that was when that one husband now started telling her wife, which is the one that married now, that one that have 2 children. The husband of that one now started telling the wife, which is his wife, that do you know that this is your same best friend that gave their children HIV? Try all means to seduce him. As in, the lady, it's like the lady had a mission. First, he wanted to give the HIV to that one husband, her friend's husband. She did everything to seduce the man. Because she did not succeed, she now decided to give it to the innocent children, thereby ruining the life of those innocent children. What kind of a stigma is that? How will those children grow up knowing that their parents are negative, but then they are HIV positive in this modern world? How can people be so wicked and heartless? People who are choosing friend, please be careful who you call your best friend, because your best friend might be somebody else's best friend. And all these things come together. That's why I stopped having best friend. Can you imagine what a best friend did to her fellow human being? It would have been better if this lady have no friend at all. Then she and her family is healthy, her children is healthy. It would have been better. But look at the way a best friend ruined her life. With all her life now, will that lady ever think of somebody before they will even say best, before they go near the friend? She have run away because of this lesson. And this is not just a lesson to her, but for everybody, because they did not want this lady to say it. Although now that her best friend that gave those children HIV is now in prison. They send her to jail. But even if they say they send her to jail, that is not going to cure those children from HIV. She has succeeded carrying out her mission. And they try to tell this lady not to say it out because it's embarrassing for her to, for her children to be stigmatized as HIV positive. But the lady said no. She have to come out and say her own side of the story so that people will learn from her. People will know that there is nothing called best friend. I know people, even if you talk from now till tomorrow, they'll still tell you, my best friend, I trust her, I trust him, he can never do this. There is no best friend in this life. If you're mad, you are the type that talks too much, or you are the type who cannot live without, telling your life to people, take it to God in prayer. Now, there are 3 different kinds of prayer. The one you pray with your mind filled, as in when I mean your spirit filled, the prayer that has to do with direct communication with God. If you cannot pray the prayer, take your problem directly to God in prayer, there is the second option of prayer, which is complaint prayer. That complaint prayer means you are not praying, but you are complaining. Like God, why is it that my life is like this? Why is it that that thing I want to achieve, I've not achieved it? God, are you just up there watching me doing this? Why will this person do this to me? Why am I so hot today? That is complaint prayer. So instead of you running your mouth to looking for best friend to tell those things to all your secret, tell it to God, because God will listen to you. Even if you are complaining, God still answer complaint prayer. And the third one is the kind of prayer you are emotionally drained. You feel that there is no hope. You are in tears. You are in pain. But yet your heart is heavy. You don't know who to pour it out to. Call to God. Because when you call to God in that anger, in that mood, in that pain that you are feeling, in that moment where you are sharing tears, it feels like the whole world is coming down on you. It looks like there is no way. It looks like you have tried all your best. You have given your best, but there is still no answer. Take that prayer to God. That is the prayer God answers most in life. And I am a testimony to that. Whenever something is very difficult for me, I feel that there is no other way. Instead of me to cry, because it got to a point in my life, I decided that no matter how a man try to hurt me. When I mean man, I don't mean specifically men or on the female opposite sets of it. I mean men as generally, like everybody, woman, lady, girl, baby, everybody. I decided that no matter how people hurt me, I will never cry because of anybody. And that day was the day I stopped crying and letting circumstances get on my way of progress. Because no matter how somebody hurt me now, I will never cry because of that thing. I rather take my tears to God in prayer and let God answer me, and let God vindicate me, and let God visit those that think they can inflict pain on me with karma. That is my prayer these days. If you hurt me today, do me wrong, I will not bother myself. Even if it's something that would have made me cry, that would really make me feel it, I will not bother myself. Only one prayer point. Father, you know my heart. You see what this person have done to me. I forgive the person, but visit that person with karma. Finish. Because karma is the best result to everybody in this world. What goes around comes around. If you are nice to people, people will be nice to you. And if you treat people like they are nothing, the day karma will visit you, people also will treat you like nothing. I'm not deviating from this topic. This is all the same topic about best friend and taking your complaints to God instead of best friend. Somebody like me who have encountered best friend and it did not favor me. That is why I've been in Germany now close to 4 years. I don't have best friend. I don't have best friend because best friend have dealt with me. I'm somebody, because for those who don't know, I grew up in Port Harcourt, Rivers State. And I did all my secondary school in Port Harcourt, everything. Then my first year in Uniport, I got admission into music department. So me and my best friend were in that music department. We became really so close, really tight. We shared secret. We did everything together. And while I was in Port Harcourt, there was one time I wanted to celebrate my birthday. I went to Ghana with my best friend. We rented one of the best hotels. We went to beach. We did everything together. We came back together. And I told her, like, music is not really my thing. Although I've studied music for 6 months now in this department in my first year in Uniport. I said, music is not really my thing. I want to go for HRO and human resource management. And I want to apply in Zenith University in Accra. She was like, yeah, it's a good thing. So fast forward, I got admission into the school. And when she realized I got admission there, she was like, it's easier than, most Nigeria private universities. So she decided to come. So we still did everything together. She got admission, we became, more closer than we used to be. When I go shopping, I will shop for her too. Like if I buy shoe, I use big size, she use small size. I'll make sure I get the same shoe for us. I'll make sure like we are using like the same jeans, to the extent in my department, in my HRM department in Zenith University, a lot of people who have, who are following me here that have been to Zenith University during my time can attest to it. It got to some point that we are not thinking that we are lesbians because we always do things together. We go to salon together. We fix our lashes, our nails. Not these days that I hardly do. Those days, it was really something else. And I was into modeling. And sometimes she follow me to casting, to my modeling casting. She wasn't modeling, but I was modeling. So sometimes she follow me to events, like all those Ghana Fashion Week, all those things. We'll go to places, we'll hang out, we'll go to beach. She can swim very well. Me, I cannot swim, but I like to play with water. So we did everything together. Fast forward, she had a boyfriend that was, sending her money every time. Her boyfriend would lavish her with money, as in, when I mean money, the guy can send within 1 month like 500,000 to her, or close to ₦1 million. I was never jealous of her. I was very happy we were free. See, the moment and I have my own that was not taking care of me. When I mean taking care, not like taking care because then I was already doing well, doing my monthly, getting my cash, but the guy was really assisting me. She started jealousy, when I would call her, say, babe, let's meet now. She'll say, no, you have a relationship. I don't want to disturb you. She started distancing herself. Me now, based on, say, best friend, I was not even thinking anything negative. I was just like, oh, it's normal. I know she's a good girl. We will go and buy Brazilian hair together. We fix it. We do different things together. But she was distancing herself. I didn't notice it because I was so carried away with the mentality of she's my best friend. And towards the whole thing, I had her as my best friend, but she have also a best friend in Port Harcourt. So one day we were talking, she was like, oh, my best friend in Port Harcourt, she did this, she did that. I was like, really? I didn't know you have a best friend, because I was taking you as my best friend, but not knowing that I am not even close to the half of your best friend, that you have like best friend in Port Harcourt. But then I'm not the jealous that even when she said that, I didn't take it to be anything. I was like, yeah, it's normal thing. You can have a best friend, but I see you as my best friend. That's all. We did crazy shit together, clubbing, everything you can think of. We did it together. So it now got to a time we now both went to Nigeria for holiday. So I was in Abuja with my sister, and I called her. She was in Port Harcourt. I said, babe, what's up now? Like normal, because we normally book our ticket together. We fly together. And I called her from Abuja. I said, babe, what are you? He said, babe, I did Port Harcourt. I was like, okay, can you book ticket? Because she's the one who always book the ticket. Then I'll pay her the money. So I was like, can you book ticket for 2 of us so we can fly the same time to Ghana back? Because she will fly to Lagos, I will fly to Lagos. Then we'll meet in Lagos International Airport. They will take the same flight to Ghana, Accra, where we schooled. She was like, okay, no problem. And she didn't tell me no. She said, okay, no problem. And I said, okay. So I was waiting. 1 week passed. I did not hear from her. I said, what is wrong? So when I realized that she's not calling me 2 weeks, and I had no intention of staying in Abuja more than, so long. So I now went to Abuja International Airport. I bought my ticket. I went with my sister there because my sister schooled in Abuja then. I went there, we bought our ticket and everything. And then I called her. I was like, babe, are you still in Nigeria? She said, no. Say she don't date Ghana now. And say something just came up now. She have a project. She just have to, rush down. I said, okay, no problem. So I went. And then that was when my mind started telling me, it's like everything is not all right with this girl, because the way she have changed was totally different. Sometimes I will even invite her to my house, as in to my house, like to my boyfriend's house. And she'll be like, no, I don't want to come there. And sometimes she'll follow me. She'll stay inside the cab. She'll say, no, babe, you just go upstairs and come back. I don't want to go inside. I was like, but you used to follow me before. What is wrong? Like, there is no. She said, no, you don't have to allow friends to follow you everywhere. I said, okay. So all of a sudden, she just stopped contacting me. She stopped writing me. And then I said, okay, I think it's best I also, like try to reduce the way I was taking her more of a best friend. Fast forward, let this video not be too long. And I met this girl in airport again. We were flying back to Nigeria. So I was very happy. I was like, hey, bestie, what's up? She ignored me. I kind of feel embarrassed because, airport, there are always a lot of people in the airport, everybody traveling. She just ignored me. So I felt embarrassed. I just kept quiet. Then I realized we were taking the same flight. So when we got to the plane now, she was sitting like in the next row next to me. I was like, baby, how far now? Long time. What did they saw? She just kept quiet. Everybody in the plane was now looking at me like, is this girl normal? Who is she talking? Is she talking to herself? Because she did not reply, she did not respond. People now think that, oh, maybe this girl is mad, though. They were now looking at me like a crazy person. I said, okay, I just sat down. So we flew, we got down, we got to luggage check-in. This girl did not answer me. That was when I said, okay, for no reason, you were the one that even offended me. You've done a lot of things to me that I cannot even come here and mention, because if I mention them here, it will look like I still have hatred for her. I don't want to mention all the things she did to me. But fast forward, when I realized that she just totally changed, and those ignoration and everything, that's when I start minding my business. So that's why today now, with all the things I experienced and encountered from that lady, I decided I was never going to have a best friend. No matter how close we are now, I can help you if you want, if you need anything, I can assist you, I can follow you to places, but there are some things that I will never tell anybody anymore. And even in my house, then they know me to be like a secretive person. Not because I'm secretive, because I just decide there are some things that one don't have to say out. There are some things you have to keep to yourself. You take it to God alone. And I believe once for all that if I'm going through anything in life, no matter how it is, I believe so much in the power of God. I believe that if God cannot save me on that situation, nobody else can save me. So I rather take my personal secret to God than letting it to human being. Because when I voice out my thought, my mind, my pains to God, I will feel lightened in my soul. I will feel like a burden have been lifted off my shoulder than saying it to a friend who will come tomorrow to criticize me, narrate me around, and even add more sugar and ingredients to it, thereby making me to look like I'm the worst human being on earth. So fast forward, this is a lesson and eyes opener for everybody, for all the single mothers in the world, for all the married women. Please, if you have a best friend, even if the best friend is married and have no children, you have children, mind the kind of things you tell that one, because she might not be happy that you have children, or that your family is better than her, or that your husband loves you more than the way her own husband loves her. And secondly, if you are a married person, try as much as possible to have friends with married people who have wisdom, who have something to offer. If you are a positive thinker, surround yourself with a positive mind. Positive-minded people who can impart something on you, not people who will make you feel less of what you are. There are people in this life, when you talk to them, you feel like, oh, everything is going to be okay. There are people, when you talk to them, you will get angry because they are full of negativity. Instead of them to appreciate you for the little effort you have made, they will rather criticize it, thereby making you to feel like you have not even done anything. So surround yourself with a positive thinking people. This video is already going long. Surround yourself with a positive thinking minded people who have vision, people who want to move forward. Because me now, particularly now, I always use myself for example. Not like I'm perfect. Nobody is perfect. When I come across somebody and the person is the type who complains too much, like they complain about everything, even their life, even if they are working, they still complain. They are living, they are complaining. You're breathing, you're complaining. You walk, you complain. You have one shoe, you are still complaining of the other ones you have not have. Those kind of people, I always distance myself from them. You know why? I personally don't like to complain. No matter what I'm going through, I hate complaints. I don't like to complain. So when I surround my people who are always complaining, it starts getting on me. That is why I always try to focus on the people who think positive, who don't complain too much. Instead of you to complain, be grateful for the ones you have. Like my prayers every day. Father, I thank you for everything. I thank you for what I have. Thank you for the ones I don't have that I know and believe that you will provide for me. Thank you for the ones you are about to do. And thank you for the ones that you continue to do. when you pray those prayer of appreciation, God knows your heart. He will multiply all your needs. He will supply it all. He will add it to it because he knows that you are thankful for the one he have done. He knows that you are thankful for the ones he is yet to do. He knows that even if he do more now, you will be more thankful. Because of that, God loves a grateful heart, a heart full of gratitude. When you continue to give thanks to God for the things you don't have, you will see those things coming to reality. You will see God adding more to you. You will see God multiplying your resources, your everything. So take your prayer to God. Pray to God and be thankful for everything. I leave you guys with this. If you find this video interesting, please don't forget to hit the red button and subscribe. The sun is coming out today. I have like one today because of the appointment I have. That's why I'm kind of here. I'm just waiting for time to, for it to be the time so I can go, and then I have to go back to my Osbidon Plat and the rest of them. So that's why I'm doing this video. So all still come to all. Be grateful. Be mindful of who you call your friends. Be mindful of who you share your secrets with. If your heart is heavy, take it to God. God can never frustrate you. You know, sometimes in life, do you know why people give up? People give up because they have prayed, they feel like, oh, it's like I'm praying, God is not answering. The fact that you have repeatedly prayed does not mean God has not answered that prayer. It just means that God is waiting for the perfect time to show himself, to make you know that he is God. That is why sometimes it feels like you're praying. Don't give up. Be strong. Let your faith be motivated, as in reactivate your motivation. Reactivate your motivation. Let your faith and your hope in God supersede every other negativities and circumstances around your being. That way you will move forward. That way you will excel. That way you become so great in life that people will be envious of you. People will wish to be like you, because he said, let your light so shine before men, as in your light will so shine before men, that they will see you and glorify your Father which is in heaven, because they will know that that glory comes from God. And there is one thing, when you do the genuine work of God, when you do things that are right in your mind, in your soul, and you are happy, you are okay with what God is doing in your life, there is this aura that people will see. They will know that this can only be God. So my brothers and sisters, with all those things that are happening, the end is coming. You know, people will keep saying, they have been saying, Jesus will come, Jesus will come. When is Jesus coming? Jesus can come in any form right now to warn the world. Jesus can come in any form to give signs, just like that madman that was preaching. You know, people are like, oh, the madman is so, he speaks well in everything. Do you know that madman can turn out to be Jesus? It can be Jesus through that man. Jesus can come in any form. He can disguise himself just to give us a final warning. The world does not have to collapse now in the same time for us to know that righteousness has taken place. The day a man died, that is when righteousness take place in his life. So God forbid now you die today. Where are you going? Have you forgiven those that offended you? Have you made peace with your family members that you think they are angry of you or they are jealous of you? Have you helped people around you? What have you done for God to remember you if you die today? And if you die today, where are you going to? Are you going to heaven? Are you going to hell? And what will it profit a man to gain the whole world and lose his soul in hellfire? You can imagine what it feels like right now. You know, all these stress people are going through, the suffering, the agony. And they even say hellfire, this is just nothing compared to the punishment in hellfire. So what will it profit a man to live all this suffering, to suffer here on earth and still go and suffer in hellfire? According to the comment I came from, I saw, You know, sorry, according to the comedy I saw, when the guy died, it's like a throne of judgment, home of laughter. So he's on YouTube here anyways. So when the guy died, they started checking his record. They say hellfire. He said no. He said, bros, check him again. He said, yes, now your name. He said the name. He said, you are going to hellfire. He said, no, bros, that is not possible. Angel, check him again. I'm coming from hellfire. You want me to go to hellfire because the guy is coming from Nigeria. He said Nigeria is already hellfire. How can he go back again? How can he go from Nigeria? It's like hellfire, the struggle, the suffering, and still go to hellfire? That is not possible. So that is just like a comedy part of it anyway. So my brothers and sisters, be good to one another. Karma is real. What goes around comes around. Have a blessed day. I wish you all success. I wish you all God's favor. And I pray that this 2020 will be a year different from every other year. It will be a year of more achievements, success, breakthrough, moving forward, good health. I wish you all the best. And please, if you haven't subscribed, like I said, remember to hit the red button to subscribe. See you on my next video, and thank you for listening to the end. If you listen to this video to the end, God love you. You are blessed. You are favored. Thank you so much, because some people might think that is nothing. Some people might not want to, listen to it to the end. But if you do and listen to it to the end, I thank you so much. And I will say, please pick the ones that are useful to you, the one that have sense, and the other one that does not have sense, just leave them aside. And try to impress and improve on your life. Not impress anyone, just try and improve on the things that are needed to be improved on your life. And see you on my next video. Thank you all so much. I really appreciate it. Meanwhile, I think it's almost time for this meeting. So thank you all so much. See you on my next video.